Oh, I found it. Just kidding. Sorry. Hindi ko nagawa. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. It's so strange for me to be saying this on a Saturday. I'm very excited to have the very first ever hashtag Grow Her Game Filipinas Football Series Forum at Home Series Visayas Mindanao chapter. And of course, here with us today is Coach Simone Jaldon of Davao City to introduce the coaches we have here with us today for our Pioneer session.
Thanks, Belay. Thanks for this opportunity to co-moderate with you and be part of this series. So, good afternoon, everyone. Maayong hapon sa tanan. Welcome to this episode of the Grow Her Game Filipinas Football at Home series. Today, we have with us four football coaches from Visayas and Mindanao who will be sharing their stories with us. First off, I'd like to introduce a fellow Davaoeña, Coach Lani Justo. Coach Lani played for UP Mindanao back in her college days and is currently the football coach of the Bukas Palad under 9 mix, under 10 mix, under 12 girls, and under 15 girls football teams. She also works full time as an operations manager at the Davao Boat and Leisure Club Incorporated. So, hi, Coach Lani. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, nice to see everyone.
Next, we have Coach Malance Bordalba. She's based in Cebu and she is currently uh, working as a workforce services analyst with Accenture. And she used to play for the University of San Carlos and is the former head coach of the Sacred Heart Ateneo de Cebu junior high school girls and senior high school girls team. So welcome, Coach Malance.
Thank you po. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Magandang hapon. Up next is Coach Binky Estrada, also from Cebu, but back in college, she played for the Rizal Technological University in Mandaluyong, and she is a former member of the ladies futsal national team called the Las Amigas, and is a former member of the Futsalistas futsal team. She is currently a public school teacher at the Labogon National High School, and she also used to coach in Sacred Heart Ateneo de Cebu. Hello, Coach Binky. Welcome. Our fourth guest for today, Coach Marlou Solon, another one from Cebu. She also used to play for the University of San Carlos, and she has 3 degrees. So one in computer science, another in electronics communications engineering, and her third degree is in elementary education. She is currently a football coach and a part-time PE teacher at the St. Benedict Childhood Education Center. So hi, Coach Marlou.
Hello, good afternoon.
So let's just jump in and start with you, Coach Marlou, because I'm quite intrigued by how you managed to get 3 degrees, and you got most of these degrees while you were coaching, right?
Yes, if I have free time, that's why I enrolled one of the course.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, like you're coaching only 1 or 2 hours in a day, so I have enough time to study more.
Could you tell us more? How did you end up coaching in the first place, and how come you still choose to focus on coaching until now?
I was motivated by former president of our association, football association here in Cebu. I used to coach his daughter Maximo. So she 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 played for the girls 17 and 15 for the Cebu team. And then my her father encouraged me to take up some courses in coaching courses, basic coaching courses in Cebu, and then move forward.
All right, thanks for that. So, I mean, because you took those other degrees aren't really related to football, to
Yes,
coaching even. And so yeah, I mean, like
because
what about it was so what
I've
about
been
coaching
playing
is so
football. I've been playing football since when I was still 10 years old that time. But luckily, we don't have any girls players or women's team here at that time. So that's it. Just playing for fun, not really for competition.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of us start that way and we stay also because of that. So you experienced going to a national coaching conference in the US back in 2016. That was in Seattle, right? What was
Yes.
the experience like, and what was the highlight of that coaching conference?
You meet different kinds of coaches, so different types of approach, how they coach, how they manage their team, their clubs, but not only to football, in all types of sports.
Yeah. See, so I bet there are like thousands of participants there, and you mentioned that you get to
Most
choose.
likely more than 1,000
Yeah,
participants from different
yes,
places of the world.
yeah. It seems like a huge affair, and I bet you guys get to choose the topics that you get to show up for, right?
Yes, you're given chances to choose what topic or what session you like to enroll to, so they can accommodate you in one session for a couple of hours.
Yeah. All right. Oh, which one was your favorite? I'm just curious. Like, what was the one that stuck to you?
Um, kids' behavior, how will you manage your if it's for example you're coaching a person with disability, how will you plan your session, or how you, if your plan A doesn't work, then you need to proceed with your plan B, plan C, all up to how many plans you can prepare for your session.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting. I'm gonna go back to you on that later. Okay. So
Okay, thanks.
thank you, Coach Marlo. There's another teacher in this group, and that's Coach Binky. So, Coach Binky, you're a DepEd teacher and you coach for the Labogon National High School. So, I'm curious to know, how did you end up coaching, and how is the experience like being a coach in DepEd?
Um, First of all, nung natanggap na po ako sa DepEd, parang unang-una talaga yung plano ko talaga, gusto ko talaga magtayo ng sarili kong team. Yun talaga pangarap ko na yung at saka na-challenge ako sa Ateneo eh. Parang sa Mandaue kasi Ateneo yung pinakamalakas, at saka not only Mandaue, halos sa buong Cebu na din malakas talaga yung Ateneo. So when I started in Labogon, I only brought my dream. So, pangarap ko lang na makapagtayo ng sarili kong team. Tsaka isa din sa pangarap ko na makatulong na mga less fortunate ano students. Like for example, dito sa amin kasi yung community namin hindi naman yung mga nakakaangat na mga bata. So, parang iniisip ko din na pag matuto sila mag-football, parang may mag-o-open sa kanilang opportunity. Tsaka isa na yung inaano ko na gusto ko sila ipadala sa Maynila. Yun talaga eh. Kasi parang I ended up na yung best success ng mga coaches hindi naman yung kung gaano karami yung napapanalunan mo, or gaano karami yung trophies na nadadala mo. Syempre gusto mo din na makikita mo yung player mo na successful, na parang hindi sila lumalaki na parang sa amin kasi maraming bata pa lang sila nabubuntis na. Kaya doon ako parang naisipan ko, gusto ko magtayo ng para ma-lessen na yung mga gumagala lang na bata, yung tapos at first it's very challenging sa DepEd Kasi unang-una, hindi naman kagaya sa yung previous ko na school na Ateneo at Don Bosco, stable na talaga. Meron na lahat. Sa Labugon kasi wala. As in zero pa, wala kang players, walang bola, walang facilities, walang equipment, wala yun lahat. Tapos nung dumating ako, parang I only have 7 players na ano, tapos wala pa kaming facilities. We only have multi-purpose gym. And that multi-purpose gym, we converted into futsal gym. Until now, ano, yun talaga yung ano. So, sa tulong ng mga ko na coaches, yung sila coach ng Talisay Rascal, sila Coach Ronan, yung multi-purpose gym namin, ginawa namin futsal gym, tapos inanuhan namin ng court. Tapos yung sa mga bola naman, yung school namin yung principal namin dati, bumili ng 5 bola lang ata at first. Tapos, ano, yung Talisay naman, nagbigay sa amin ng Chevrolet na bola. Tapos, yung Chevrolet na yun, sobrang hirap nun kasi iba yung bigat eh. Iba yung bigat ng futsal ball at saka yung Chevrolet. Kaya, yun. Nung naging known na yung team, kasi sumasali kami ng mga tournaments dati, lagi kaming talo. Kaya, lagi ko lang in-encourage yung mga bata na ano, i-enjoy lang muna yung laro. Hanggang yun, natuto na sila. Tapos, yung bawat ano namin, isang struggle pa namin is yung financial. Kasi sa mga players that I had, ano kasi wala, mostly sa kanila, yung kinikita ng mga parents nila para lang din sa ano, mga kinakain, para sa pangkain lang din nila. Wala nang, hindi kagaya ng ibang players na mayroon talagang pambiling sapatos, mayroong ano. Kaya yun sa amin, yung ginagawa namin pag may tournament, umaano kami, nagbebenta kaming jersey, especially pag nag-out of town kami. Lang kagaya last time na sumali kami sa Series Cup, nagbenta kami ng jersey ng Saturday, tapos nung Sunday doon kami maglalaro. Yun yung ano, yung sa public school. At saka luckily naman ngayon nagbo-boom na din yung team. Yun yung ano, yun din yung ano, parang payback. Sa DepEd kasi iba eh. Unlike sa private school, pag meron kang out of town game, ikaw binabayaran ka, tapos lahat ng mga travel expenses mo sagot ng mga parents. Is sa DepEd, parang ikaw din nag-aabuno para sa mga bata makakain, tapos sa transportation. Kaya yun din yung isang ano, challenges na nai-encounter ko sa DepEd. Pero always lang talaga ano, pag positive lang talaga.
How long have you been coaching in Labogon National High School?
We started 2016. Parang magpo 4 years na po.
Wow, that's quite a long time. I mean, considering the challenges you've been through and you know the sacrifices you've had to make, and I like that you said that you came in, you know, you brought your dream with you, yung pangarap mo, into when you entered Labogon National High School, and I guess that's something that's keeping you going also, and that positive mindset. And the thing is, it's not easy. Hindi siya madali, diba?
Oh, hindi talaga kasi sometimes, especially ngayon, pag nag-iiba na din yung mga sa administration ng school mo, minsan, ano, hinihigpitan ka, minsan din, may mga laro kami, hindi kami pinapayagan, kaya minsan, mas pina-priority ko kasi yung paglalaro ng football, kaya ngayon, hindi ako matapos-tapos sa masteral, eh. Okay lang na, na hindi muna ako aangat sa position ko, kaya yung parang priority mo ng football muna, tsaka na yung tsaka na yung aral. Tapos mas nakakatuwa din kasi matingnan sila na yung nag-i-improve, pati yung perspective nila sa buhay nag-i-improve na din, parang hindi na sila kontento kung anong meron sila, parang gusto na din nilang may marating. Yun. Parang gusto na din nila makatulong sa pamilya nila.
Thanks, Coach Binky. I know medyo minsan we get so tempted to, to have like, mapa-football is life tayo. But
Ah,
also, I hope that you could still have time to finish your masters if that's still something that you want to do. So thanks, Coach Binky, for sharing with us your experiences as a DepEd coach. I'd like to move on to Coach Malans, our
Hello
youngest coach
po.
here. But I'm only assuming that I actually don't know that. So I apologize to everyone here for
Mas young
assuming
pa
that
po si Binky.
Coach Milan is the young. But anyway, but you're relatively young. So gusto ko lang malaman, how did you end up coaching and how is the experience for you being a coach, especially for a strong team like Sacred Heart Ateneo de Cebu? You were a head coach there for a couple of years, right?
Opo. Okay po. Yung pagiging coach ko po is way back 2008 nawala po yung scholarship namin sa sa school. So way of ko lang po yung palipas oras is nagte-training po ako kahit saan, kahit anong team. So there was a friend named Cathy Ramos nga she told me na why not join to train teams talaga na may na may extra income. So yun, sumali din ako, nagko-coach na ako first sa sa Maria Montessori, mga boys pa po yun. Then second, nagko-coach din ako sa CIC Cebu. So yung yung passion ko kahit hindi wala ako sa pag-aaral, kahit hindi nawala yung attention ko sa football kasi yung kasi ako, yung hilig ko talaga is yung football at saka late bloomer po ako sa football. So baka if hindi ako magti-training ng isang taon, baka yung parang out of the flow na ako sa football. So ginamit ko yun at bilang pagko-coach din po. So nagti-training ako. Yung time ng pagti-training ko doon sa mga bata is halos 6 na oras kasi magsa-start kami ng alas 6 ng gabi hanggang mag-i-end kami ng 12 midnight.
Wow.
Oo, tapos hinahatid ko na lang sila sa bahay nila. Pero nag-ano din ako hihingi ako ng permission sa mga parents nila kasi hindi naman natin pwede anuhin yung mga bata. So doon din sa kanilang bahay nagte-training din ako hanggang sa sinabi ng ng kaibigan ko na why not ikaw na lang mag-handle sa team na ito sa uptown. So may coming na tournament, i-handle mo sila turuan mo sila kung paano maglaro ng 11 aside, and then gawin mo kung wala naman talaga akong ginagawa pa noon, so training lang ako ng training. So doon nagsali din kami ng isang tournament sa Abuitis. So doon nag-start yung pagiging yung pagiging coach ko. And then hindi talaga yung mga challenges natin kasi lalo na if fresh ka pa sa pagiging coach, hindi mo pa talaga alam kung paano talaga i-handle mo kasi as for myself, player pa talaga ako. So kailangan din ako na may mag-handle sa akin kasi bata pa ako, yung ganon. So na-overcome ko lang po talaga kasi nag-i-enjoy po ako sa ginagawa ko. So may nakikita akong result, masaya na talaga ako kahit anong challenges yung example yung pagpa-practice ng mga bata, konti lang sila. So pinupuntahan ko talaga sa bahay nila kung ano ba yung nangyari, So kung kailangan sa studies, mag-focus ng studies, so yun, magpo-focus lang muna sa studies, pero kung magpo-football sila kung wala silang ginagawa kasi kaysa lang sila sa computer, yung mga gadgets, yung ganun. And then doon din sa first na team ko is talaga very nahihirapan po talaga ako kasi minsan inaaway na ako ng mga ng yung ka-coach ko, yung ganun kasi hindi tama naman siya kasi na yung players na baka ma-over fatigue na yung ganun. So yun, so ako, paano ba talaga i-handle yung mga bata? Kasi kung sa akin lang as a player is gusto ko talagang maglaro, yung ganun. So ako sabi ko nga, paano talaga? Doon, buti na lang pumasok si Coach Apple sa buhay ko talaga. Yung, yung ini-introduce niya sa akin yung how to be a coach. And then, sa ano din ni Coach Apple, nakapasok din ako sa Ateneo de Cebu, yung ganun. And then, pasalamat din ako kasi yung school at yung FA namin is very supportive po sa mga coaches, yung willing po talaga mag-coach. So, naging masaya din ako kasi nag-open yung C license at nasali ako. So, yung ganun, yung ano, naging masaya ako kasi maano na yung knowledge ko talaga ba kung paano maging coach po talaga.
Yeah.
Oo, yun po.
Coach,
Thank you.
yung coach apps or Apple na sinasabi mo, si Coach Apps ba rin yan of the Youth
Apo.
Girls National Team?
Opo.
Bigyan naman natin siya ng shoutout kasi nanonood ngayon.
Hi, Paul.
See, for some reason, Coach Apple will really show up, especially with the Cebu coaches. I mean, like with Coach Malance, it's she was able to support her also as a coach, like giving her the kind of encouragement, giving her tips, and of course that helps also her confidence. And I think that's very important for us, women coaches and women in football, women in general. We really should be supporting each other. I mean, and especially in our profession, because there aren't also that many women coaches. So I mean,
Correct.
yeah, and it's not it's not easy to be a football coach. A coach also in general, it takes a lot of commitment, a lot of patience, and you're dealing with different kinds of people. So if you have people around you who can encourage and support you, it's so much easier to go through everything. So again, thanks for that, Coach Malans. So now, Coach Lani, hi, my fellow Dabawanya.
Yes.
I didn't forget you. So you have a unique setup, coaching a football team under a foundation, the Bukas
Yes.
Palad Foundation. So for those who don't know, the Bukas Palad Foundation is a nonprofit and non-governmental organization that provides sustainable development, education, livelihood, information, and communication strategy to children, elderly, urban poor, and victims of calamities and disasters. So, Coach Lani, could you please share with us how did you end up being involved with the Bukas Palad football team in Davao?
I was a member of a Focolare movement where there's the Bukas Palad, the humanitarian arm of the Focolare. So the director asked me if we could help these children. Kasi may program sila na adapt at a distance. And then it just so happened na these kids, kasi sa sila, parang medyo squatters community and then very exposed to computer addiction. And then yung director asked us kung paano matutulungan yung mga batang yon. So one summer, we thought, since I'm a player, and then during also those period, nagsa-soccer clinic kami. So maybe we could introduce also the sports. Kasi if you will introduce sports to the children, nadadivert yung attention nila. And then, syempre, mas active din ang lifestyle ng mga bata instead yung sedentary na magko-computer lang. So, doon siya nag-start. Tapos, yung nag-start lang kami weekend lang talaga, parang twice, Saturday, Sunday, ganyan. Then, eventually, pag mga summer, mas longer yung period namin na training. So, mas nagtagal siya kasi na-encourage din yung mga bata. We started sa gym lang, one of the gym sa Agdao.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hanggang sa nag-agree yung sa agro field, yung sa Chongko field na lumipat kami doon. And then, they gave us a certain space for free. So, mas nagiging frequent yung naging training.
Yeah. And you're doing this as a full-time operations manager, right?
Yes. Oo. I'm full-time worker talaga, yeah. Oo, yun yung pinaka-challenging kasi aside from thinking yung mga work, kasi very demanding also sa work namin, no? Ang naka-advantage lang is my husband is also a football coach. So we work hand in hand para i-train yung mga bata. Sobrang liliit talaga nila. We started talagang walang-wala. Tapos parang passionate lang din talaga kami. It's part of our advocacy to develop football community here in Davao. So kaya na-encourage kami to continue what we're doing kasi we can also see the improvements of these kids, especially yung mga maliliit na bata. Funny kasi at times nagro-roll lang sila sa grasses. Hindi nga hindi interested. And then eventually they will learn also the discipline, no, of being a team, paano makisama, paano mag-control ng bola. They really start enjoying lang talaga. Parang wala pa yung desire nila na yung manalo. Kasi syempre we started nothing, wala din yan silang idea sa football. So nung parang wala lang sa kanila yung paglalaro, and then eventually nanonotice din nila na nag-i-improve sila kasi natatalo nila. Ang favorite nila talunin is yung mga Ateneo. parang 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 they see them as parang kompleto, they have all the things, they are so privileged. Kasi they started just using their own shoes, soccer shoes, leather shoes, yung ganon. May isang tournament pa nga lumipad yung sapatos. Kasi ang ginamit nila is yung school shoes nila. And then eventually nagkaroon kami ng mga certain sponsors kasi when you're doing something naman and it's helpful for the community, I think providence will come. And then marami ding nakakakita ng improvement ng mga bata, especially with their grades. I just remember one time may isang parent na tumawag, "Coach, hindi nag-aaral si ganito, blah blah blah." Sasabihin niya, parang nagiging sumbungan na kami. Talagang grades niya is atcha. Alam mo yung atcha, acts, like 7 lahat. Line of 7 lahat. And then, dahil kasi tinatanggal namin sa team pag bumabagsak. Talagang nag-improve siya. Naging 80 plus, 85 up yung grades nila. So I think that's also one of the fruits, no, of really of this kind of activities for them. Ang laking tulong ng football sa kanila.
That's really great, Coach Lani.
Kahit na nagwo-work ako, I don't mind. Parang na din to it's like an outlet also. Parang stress sa work, you know how corporate world is. And then pagdating sa weekend, you get to see these kids like it's your own kids, like really helping them also.
Yeah.
Improve. Yeah.
That's really great, Coach Lani. And because you're doing this purely on a voluntary basis, and you guys are going through different challenges, and like of course the limitations of resources, ganyan. But like what you said, it's that providence comes, especially when you're doing something that's really good. And also because creativity also comes, diba? Na parang you find ways din to make things work. So thank you for that, Coach Lani. If would you like to share with us if there's a way that we could help you out, you and your team? You could maybe give a quick shout out how we could help out.
Sa ngayon, we really badly need more coaches na mag-assist kasi we're handling 54 players. So at least sana per team kasi may 4 teams. Yun, if they could come, pero sa COVID pa din naman ngayon. Hindi pa din siya ganun significant.
Yeah.
They can just search Bukas Palad Foundation, and then they can find it in Facebook. and or search it in the internet. There are other means, hindi lang sa football community ng Bukas Palad, but all other programs kasi it's really helping building a better community.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just like to add, actually, Coach Lani's team is the only football team under the Bukas Palad Foundation now.
Yeah.
There were some before, but they didn't continue, right? So you guys are the only surviving team.
Yes, oo. Fortunately, kami yung nagpatuloy dito sa Davao kasi may mga coaches. There were small communities ng football doon sa La Union. Pero kasi hindi naging sustainable. Kasi YouTube, hindi ganun ka-formal din yung training nila. Unlike sa here, mas maraming support ang nakukuha namin. And then kami ng husband ko, nag-hands-on din talaga kami sa mga bata.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Proceed kami sa coaching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's a challenge now also, like with COVID, because you can't get to see them in person. Yeah.
Yes, oo.
Right. Thanks again, Coach Lani. So I'm gonna go back to Coach Marlou. So Coach Marlou, earlier you shared with me that one of the highlights of your coaching career is being able to form a team composed of people with disabilities. So how did that start, and how was that experience like for you?
Before, one of the owner of the school approached me to put a team for the players, ages 6 years old going to 12 years old, but I didn't know that only few of them are persons with disability, but as time goes by, it's increasing, so most of them are PWD, so it's very hard to handle it, because your plan for today's session will not work because it depends on the players, because most of them are not the same. Some of them are ADHD, some of them are Down syndrome, some of them are, so it's really hard to make a plan that you really want na mag-work talaga yung plan mo. So dapat meron ka ding plan B, plan C, or even plan D. If hindi talaga mag-work yung plans mo for today, so why not let them enjoy the game, para if they enjoy the game, so I'm sure babalik dun sa next practice. So in the team, we also joined some of the tournaments here in Cebu, the festival type tournaments, but I just give them some encouraging words na even if the score is really high, like 10-0, so it's okay as long as you're having fun, nag-enjoy kayo, so okay lang yun. Our main goal is not winning. We're here to enjoy the game and meet different kinds of players.
I noticed that's common among us coaches here. We emphasize fun and just learning, and not so much on the winning. Like winning is a bonus already. Maybe because we're all involved in community football, and it's grassroots level. It's getting people interested and getting, it's not really like high level competition, right? So I think that's beautiful also. I mean, we start with something because we have fun doing it, and it's easier to stay also as long as we still enjoy it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, and you're able to use what you learned in the national coaching conference, right? You mentioned earlier that you had a topic in the national coaching conference that you went to on working with PWDs. So nagamit mo ba talaga yun?
No, because I'm coaching that team before I attended the conference.
Wow,
So,
okay.
parang mas na-interesado ako na to learn more about that one.
All right. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a different challenge altogether, but also I think it's a beautiful effort that you've done. I'm such a huge fan of that because not a lot of people would actually go out of their way also to coach a team with a PWD team. I mean, there are, okay, but it's not so easy to sustain, ba? Okay, so
Yes.
thanks, Coach Marlou, for that.
You're welcome.
So Coach Binky, hi.
Hello.
You used to play for RTU, and it's common for a lot of the Visayas and Mindanao players to aspire to play in the NCR. So Coach Binky, you left Cebu to study in Mandaluyong at the Rizal Technological University, and you even had the chance to play at the WNCAA.
Yes,
How was
coach.
it like training in RTU, and may difference ba sa playing style doon compared to what you experienced in Cebu?
I think magbabase sa anong klase yung coach mo. Parang para sa akin kung ano yung gusto ng coach mo at saka anong playing style ng mga teammates mo. Kasi sa RTU, iba't ibang player na din kasi. Tsaka doon sa amin, yung coach namin mas more focused on endurance and parang mas lesser ang techniques and tactical. Kasi sabi niya, marunong na din naman kami noon kasi mga tinuturo na din daw yun nung nasa probinsya pa kami. Kaya yung nasa RTU kami mas talaga mas grabe yung physical at saka endurance namin. Kasi sabi ni coach dati, pag daw makakalaban ka daw ng malakas na team, minsan daw dinadaan na din daw niyan sa sa physical or sa endurance kung sino yung matitirang matibay. Unlike sa Cebu po, yung mga kasamahan ko dati, sila Coach Apple, sila Coach Marlou, Coach Milan, kasi kami more on techniques kasi minsan naman at saka tactical, para nagkakaintindihan na din sa loob ng court. At saka ako as a player, parang ina-adjust ko yung sarili ko kung yung mga teammate ko kasi minsan as a goalkeeper parang anong strength ng teammate ko, anong weakness ng teammate ko, kasi kung ano yung strength niya doon ko like for example yung pagpapasa ng bola, mas nakaka-receive ba siya ng maayos ng high ball o hindi. Tsaka sa tingin ko talaga hindi magmamatter kung ano yung lugar ka galing. Parang magmamatter kung sino yung coach mo, ano yung style ng coach mo. Kasi like for example, ang mga Bisaya nandun sa pumupunta sa Maynila. Minsan magkakaintindihan lang din sa culture din. Minsan din na din yung kung anong sistema kasi ng coach, yun yung gusto niya. Yun, magdedepende. Kagaya nung sa national team, parang yung coach namin, ito yung gusto niya. Kaya magmamatter talaga sa coach, sa coaching style ng isang coach.
Yeah. I think it also involves a lot of adaptability, no? Yung kailangan natin din mag-adapt. Kasi,
Opo.
yun nga, we grew up in different contexts. We grew up in playing different styles, diba? And yun, I mean, if you go from one place to the other, mag-change talaga yung style. So, kailangan talaga natin mag-adapt.
Makisama. Parang kung ano yung style ng team, tapos i-adapt mo na lang din para para magkakaintindihan kayo, para ma-create yung teamwork. Ganun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks for that, Coach Binks. Coach Lani, I remember this tournament that your UP Mindanao team used to organize just for women. The ones with these special awards, like Goddess of the Field. So can you share with us how you guys came up with that tournament, and what was your reason for making a tournament like it?
Mm. Kasi ano siya, another campus yung UP. So, yung coach talaga namin, si Coach Erwin, used to coach also in Los Baños. So, whatever whatever they have there, ina-adapt siya sa bagong UP na school. So, nag-start siya with that desire na to improve the football community here in Mindanao. And then since last yung opportunity ng mga ladies or ng mga babae, so mas gi-focus namin yun siya na i-open up. And then the special awards, it's the fruit also of the entire club sa school na magtulong-tulong talaga kasi some of the players, or actually most of the players, are also sorority members. So sila yung parang nag-create ng parang special awards like soccer chick, I mean, and then yung goddess. I think you won one of the tournaments before, no? You were that's why I think you remember.
Goddess.
She's the goddess. Goddess of the field. Oo, kasi ang pinipili nila, ang nag-ano nun is the Latagaw Lamdag Society yata ang nagpili nun. Oo. So kung sino yung pinakamaganda, pinaka-bright yung smile, the
Wow!
mga ganon. So yun yung mga consideration nila. I mean, kasi 'di ba like they used to think na yung mga varsity player or yung mga soccer player kay mga yagit, I mean, yung sobrang dudungis, parang ganon, so, hindi magaganda. And then they were surprised to see na there's this goddess in the field na naglalaro na very suabe yung moves, mga ganon. So talagang nare-recognize siya. So it's making also the festival special, no? Kasi you will see also the each clubs are helping each other good sa mga activities nila. So yun yung goal. Ini-invite namin. Dati kasi per school yon, per college. And then ngayon nag-under 23 na sila. And then last year I think nag-open up sila sa futsal because UP Mindanao was qualified sa regional level last year. So yun, parang nag-shift sila kasi nandun na din yung bagong gym tsaka yung bagong football na ground talaga.
Yeah. It's really beautiful football field.
Yes, yung bagong football field. Pero this year lang, na-stop siya because also of COVID.
Yeah.
Tune in lang kasi magla-live daw sila ng mga football training. So, ganun. Yun yung...
Coach Lani, question lang. Si Coach Ching de los Reyes ba nanalo ng Goddess of the Field rin?
Parang I don't remember. Coach na ata siya or different generation kami. She is way older. She's way more mature in terms of experience ng
Okay, good.
So hindi kami nag-abot. I don't know. That's why I'm not sure. Coach Ching, hi! Love ya!
Belay, we're all goddesses on the field anyways, in or out of the field.
Right, agree.
So
I kind of want to be a soccer chick of the field though.
Oh. I have one last question. This is for Coach Malans. This was asked by Dave Kadaingan. She's from Osamis Lasal. And magsa-start pa lang siyang mag-coach and is fresh out of college. So, ang tanong niya, have you experienced being underestimated when you just started coaching and how did you overcome it? So, medyo na-answer mo yun siya kanina based on the challenges that you went through starting out as a coach, di ba, may doubts. So, anong tip mo lang sa kanya for dealing with these things?
Ang tip ko lang po, basta't na nabibigyan mo lang ng maayos yung training mo, nag-i-enjoy ka, then yung nakikita ng mga tao, mawawala din yun, ma-overcome mo yun. So, wag kang matakot na i-underestimate ka nila kasi yun yung pinaka best challenges ng being a coaches.
Yeah.
Yan po.
There will always be people critical of you.
Opo. So, hindi po yung mawawala yung pagiging criticize ng mga tao. So, lalong-lalo na yung sa tulad ko na parents, maliit. Yung ganun, hindi seryoso. Parang yung, parang tingin sa akin na, ano kayang nagagawa ng coach na to? Yung ganun. Pero, so, hindi mo na kailangan isabi sa lahat. Hintayin mo na lang kung ano yung magiging result ng, lalong-lalo lang sa tournament. Di ba? Yung ganun. Then, kung ano din yung way ng paglalaro mo. So, para sa akin is, fair play ka lang sa lahat. So, hayaan mo sila mag-criticize sa iyo, basta ikaw gawin mo na lang yung maayos ang trabaho mo. Yung passion mo is love talaga natin yung passion natin. So kung anong ikakasasaya natin at ano yung may bibigay natin ng knowledge sa mga bata, yun ang pinaka-importante.
Yeah, thanks for that. Dave, I hope you're listening today. Coach Malance had some really good points. So I'm gonna turn Dave. She's from LaSalle Osamis. She's still pretty young, yeah. And then she just got into coaching. I actually met her through the Mindanao Peace Games. So yeah.
So there's a lot of questions coming in, no? And parang there's so many topics that we want to cover. So since this is quite successful, I just want to tell the viewers, if we aren't able to answer some of your questions now, don't worry. You'll see familiar faces and Simone hopefully next Saturday again with another panel from the Visayas Mindanao chapter. But for now, let's throw another question that's kind of related to that from Shelo Perez. How do you manage complaints from parents, whether during practices or during the game? Do you mind answering that question?
Answer lang, no?
Yeah.
Ano, I can answer. Kasi parang may agreement na yan usually sa training pa lang. Orient na yung parents, what are their roles. And sa amin na case, ganon. Ano yung role ng parent, but hindi mo talaga siya maiiwasan na like parents shouting. They were also coaching at times, mas malakas pa yung bosses nila kaysa sa mga coaches. But pag discipline din kasi yung parent, kahit na itap mo lang siya or you look at her na or him, madalas kasi babae yung medyo magsasabi na do like this, pain mo yan, blah blah blah, tumayo ka, whatever, ang dami, no? Ganyan. So nilalapitan talaga namin personally yung parent na we are here and then let's do this together na hindi maano yung mga bata din. And then after the game, tsaka na in detail pag-uusapan. Parang just to cut lang na hindi siya mag-intervene sa coaching or during the tournament. Kasi nadi-distract din actually yung mga bata. Kasi sometimes nadi-discourage sila and then they don't know what to do na because their parents are intervening. So that's what.
Actually, I think that's a common problem naman. I think not just locally. We will always have the problem of parents interfering and parang gusto nila na parang they're living their sports life through the children, no? Parang yung tipong hindi nila nagawa dati. They want their child to perform this way. Pero I guess something that we from experience you have to lay down the ground rules from the start. Diba? Explain to your parents, lang kayo, and then if you have something to say, you can say it after. Things like that. Just having that those guidelines and the rules from the beginning, it helps a lot. Kung ano yung masasaway yung situation. I actually wanna ask also before para we don't like look it, I want to ask one of the coaches, what is so special? Because I'm not sure we have it in the NCR region yet. What's special about the Cebu coaches overachieving in terms of licensing courses? Is it something's in the water there? What's going on there? Can someone explain?
For us, Cebu coaches, we really encourage to no, the FA really encourage us to take up the licenses because now I think they, what do you call this, they limit the teams or the clubs. You cannot handle any teams or clubs or schools if you don't have any license. So we're lucky to have a very supportive FA, the Cebu FA, because most of it are, they're shouldering the education of the coaches, the courses. They're paying for the registration fees, and then most of it are, they're giving allowances or for our food, especially if it's outside Cebu. If the course is outside Cebu, so they will shoulder our accommodation and our fare.
Wow. Do you feel the difference? Like, does it help you really in coaching your team or handling your team before and after you've taken the course? Is there a huge gap?
Yes, because before I don't have really any license, so my training, my plan is like this, like that, and now I took up the course, so it's more synchronized, and all the plannings and all the, especially the sequence of the time, the training, and then the health of the kids, the, what do you call this, the resting time, and your session or your drills, how long would it be? So it really differs a lot.
So just to refresh, I don't know if it was mentioned, Coach Melans has a C, correct? C license?
Yes po. Opo.
Coach Binky has a C license.
Opo. C license po.
Coach Marlou has a B license.
Yes po.
And also, Coach Binky has her level 2 futsal license, correct? Gusto lang natin i-showcase yan. Not only do they have the passion, no, Simone, for what they are doing, they are educating themselves also so that they can do their passion much better. So one last question that's super interesting. Maybe Simone would even want to answer this one. From Camel Henson, or Camila, communication between female coaches and support or updates. Do you share insight or ideas on football concerns with them as well?
Do I need to translate?
Again.
No, translate. Is Coach Binky gonna answer? No, Simone, I was throwing it to you actually.
Oh, okay. So that's for me. Is there open communication between female coaches in terms of support or updates? Do you share insight or ideas or football concerns with them as well? For me, I think it depends. It depends who these coaches are, because it's not. I think it seems that a lot of us are shy. We don't really talk to each other as much. I mean, if I think like at the top of my head, who's another female coach that I really talk to, I can't think of anyone. Although I've worked with different female coaches, for some reason we just don't have that kind of dynamics. So I think the initiative also comes from like ourselves, and also if you're a more experienced coach, it's nice also to mentor someone. And yeah, it's like I said, like as women, we just really have to support each other. In terms of support or updates, if I think of a group, it's Pinay football. I mean, like no bias here, but like there aren't that many groups also of women coming together and talking about the sport, right? Although I know from the FAs you have someone who's leading like the women's department of an FA, but um, that's also dependent on whoever is leading that in terms of making initiatives for women coaches to come together and talk about different concerns or things that need to be improved in our areas.
Yes. So yeah, you're right. This is a great fitting question to end this session because it's just telling us that yes, we need to have a platform and we need to have this forum to share ideas, to voice out our concerns. We didn't even like tackle half of what we wanted to discuss all in this session, but for sure we have many more Saturdays to go to share and discuss this and maybe shed some light on the issues and concerns that female coaches all over the country or maybe even all over the world deal with and how we can respond to them constructively and together. So, Simone?
So I guess I just want to ask each one of you coaches before we end this session, you know, if there's something you'd like to say to aspiring athletes, no, coaches out there, to encourage them or motivate them to continue coaching or to start coaching, what would it be? What would you tell them? I'd start with you, Coach Marlou.
As long as you dedicate your time and your passion and for the love of the game, and you want to share your experiences, your talents, your capabilities, your skills to the kids, so why not coach? And then I encourage you to take licenses. That's it.
Thank you for that, Coach Marlou. Coach Binky.
Always ano lang, yung keep your fire burning. Like yung pagko-coach mo, hindi mo ibase na trabaho lang to. Parang you put your heart. Kasi pag kasi iniisip mo yung pera lang yung yung sahod lang, kung magkano yung sahod. Kasi mas kunti yung matututo mag-football. Mas maganda kasi pag nagko-coach ka, yung bigay lahat lang. Kahit sobrang hirap, kahit walang sahod masyado, pero yun, nandun yung passion. Yung passion talaga na makatulong, na ma-share yung knowledge mo sa football, hindi lang hindi mo lang kinikip yan lahat kasi hindi naman sa akin to eh. Binigay lang din to sa akin, i-share ko din sa iba. At saka mag-take, kagaya ng sinabi ni Coach Marlou, mag-take ng license para mas ma-enhance yung knowledge nyo. Kasi mas marami kayong mga bagong strategies, techniques, tactics na pwede palang gawin sa atin. At saka sa pagtutulungan natin, baka sooner tayo na magcha-champion sa international games. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Binky. Coach Malance.
Okay, for me lang po is, as long as you love your passion, as long as you are willing to educate and you are willing also to be educate, and bigyan lang po ng yung respeto din pinaka-importante sa pagko-coach. Okay? Then don't stop. Kahit sino pa yung nag-underestimate sa atin, wag na wag kayong mag-stop kasi yan ang magandang challenges talaga as a coach. So kung gusto niyo mawala yung pagiging underestimate nila, then try yung education natin, you enroll yung mga C-license, yung mga iba't ibang klaseng courses, yun dapat natin ma-learn yun para din yung pag-educate natin is organized po talaga. Yan.
Thanks, Coach Malance. Coach Lani.
So ang share ko lang is let's all continue to nourish ourselves by nourishing also the others through coaching. Kasi hindi lang coaching talaga dito yung like sa football itself, ang daming disciplines and values natutunan sa football community. And never stop believing kasi you'll never know, you can identify the next Messi or the next female version ni nung mga sikat na football player. Hindi lang natin alam, baka through this means ma-unleash natin yung potential na yon. So let's all hope for that.
Thank you, Coach Lani.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I have to share something too. Thank you so much, coaches, for sharing your stories with us. You know, the Philippines is such a diverse country, and we're separated by islands. I mean, we have Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and it is interesting also that we get to hear perspective from other areas in our country, because we come from different contexts. And also, I guess I just wanna put it out there also when it comes to coaching. You can't, and with most things that you really get into and commit to, and this is something I have to remind myself all the time, that you should never expect things to be easy, but you shouldn't also focus on them being difficult. It's just a matter of doing things as best as you can, and also taking care of yourself at the same time. It's not about, you know, doing your best but burning yourself out all the time. You also have to take care of yourself. So I guess for a lot of us, we're so magis, for those who are who are familiar with the word. We're trying to push ourselves, you know, like to reach excellence. But it doesn't mean that we should also burn ourselves out. So and when it comes to support, also us women, let's support each other. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of each other. So that's it. Thank you.
So Simone, you for taking charge of helping us share the stories of women coaches from Visayas and Mindanao, and hoping that you will join us to share some more stories of different players and different women that are in football in Visayas and Mindanao, and hopefully different parts of Filipinas as well, as we continue to grow her team with the Filipinas Football Forum until it's not anymore at home, but the Filipinas Football Forum series. So hopefully we started a conversation that everyone can share with. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Saturday. See you next Saturday at the same time. Thank you for joining us again. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.